What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. This video, we're going to discuss the phone call that we had today with the judge, okay? I know you've got a lot of videos out there already. Some people are covering it real good, so I'm going to talk about a little bit different things here that I took notice of. The first thing that she wanted to talk about was the appointment of the special mastery. And she told us who it was, and she told us an outline of what they would be doing, and the fact that this woman has 200 people that are working under her to ensure that they get this right. Do you understand that? We have a special mastery assigned to this case, but the special mastery has 200 people assigned to her to handle this case. 200 people to be accepting our letters. 200 people to be accepting our motions to intervene. 200 people that can be handling this and taking an accurate share count, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But first, the next thing that she talked about was to go ahead and set the date that she wanted to have this hearing, and it would be June 30th at 3 p.m. Now, first they wanted to know how many shareholders there was. 3.8 million. People's already told y'all that. You know the story. And the judge wanted them to mail a letter to every shareholder and send them a notice of this settlement that they're getting in with Allegheny. And she wants to make sure every investor in AMC is notified of what's going on. And like I told you in the last video, they hee-hawed, which I thought was really stupid. And they're going to say that it cost $2.9 million. All right, why can't they do it in an 8K filing? Why can't they send an email of the notice of the settlement to Investors Connect members? And I'm reading my notes. And place notice of settlement on the AMC website. And she thought all that was a great idea. She said, go ahead and do that. And by the way, mail them motherfucking letters. But it cost $2.9. They kept complaining. And she said, send postcards. But it was important that she wanted to move on to her next topic, so she said she'd circle back on it. But I'm telling you people, she's not going to give on this. They're going to end up probably having to send postcards to everybody explaining this. So that's where we're at there. Now, then she talked about the letters. Some about the letters that she had already received and how there was such a massive interest in this case. So, like I'm watched and seen some of the YouTubers, Mr. Donahue and Al and the rest did. She was impressed with the letters that she got. And we wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for those letters. So you did a great job, people. Now she starts laying out some very important things she wanted us to know. Okay? She recommended any AMC shareholder to share their thoughts for or against. She says she wants to hear from both parties. And then she sets some stipulations that when you do send your letter in, make sure you send a copy of your brokerage firm showing proof of ownership in AMC and how many shares. And we'll update you on that coming up soon, because she said just blot out the last, all the way up to the last four of your account number to prove that you have them shares. But people, I'm telling you, 200 people are sitting there at the court waiting on these letters. Just as soon as she gives us the instructions on mailing them, 200 people are going to be sitting there. Okay, we got one shareholder here got 10,000 shares. We got for it. We got one shareholder here that's got 2,000 shares for it. We got one here that's got 19,000 shares. They're against it, okay? And they're going to do another accurate share count that way. Now, you've seen the videos. I've seen a few of them when I woke up about the math of it all, that they say we own approximately 130 shares each. Well, when they receive your letter from one person that I know that's got 10,000 shares at least, and they put that over there, they just accounted for 10,000 shares of AMC. And then the next letter comes in, they just added another 4,000 and 300 and so forth till they reach past that float, that'll be their asses. But in order to accomplish this, it's going to take everybody coming back together as one. Remember our mission, which is to stop the corruption and bring these crooked motherfuckers down. And we lay everything else to the side, and we get ready to prepare our letters for or against with proof of ownership of AMC and the amount of shares that we have. Now, I see people say it all the time. Comment in the video how many shares you have. That's none of your fucking business. But if it's important for the court, send that copy of your brokerage and how many shares you own of AMC. And when we go past the float, we got 200 people sitting up there counting. And we'll win this, people. So, with that thing, she talked about people showing up. And she was very distinctive in her policy of how that was going to go forward, too. And I just want to bring this to your attention. I see a lot of YouTubers talking about the 3.8 million shareholders, but 10% of that is 380,000. 1% of that is 38,800. So if 0.1% of AMC shareholders showed up at that court, that's 3,800 people that would be there. So, with that, love y'all. Be blessed. We'll talk a little bit later. See you in the next video.